Hello everyone, in this video we'll try to learn 10 Blender video editing shortcuts. So I've created already 3 videos which consist of around 30 Blender video editing shortcuts. So in this video, right, we'll be starting with 31 to 40 Blender video editing shortcuts. So I'll place the links of the previous videos. If you want, right, you can watch them. Let's begin. The first shortcut which we'll be learning is, right, suppose you have multiple clips and then your play header is here and then you want to select all the clips which are left side, and then what is the shortcut is, right? So you have to type just a left bracket button. So this is what left bracket button you have to. So you will see that all the clips are highlighted here which are left side of this playhead. So I'll just show you one more time. So I'm not selected anything, so my playhead is here somewhere, and then if you want to select all the clips which are on left side, right, what you have to type left bracket button. So if I type, right, so select all the clips, and then with one shortcut, right, X is the shortcut, you can just delete it. I've talked about the X shortcut in previous video, so you can just refer them. I'll redo it. I'll control Z. The next shortcut, right, to select all the clips which are on right side of the playhead. So what you have to type is, right, you have to type right bracket button. So my playhead is here, and then if I type right bracket button, right, so I'm typing it. So if you see, right, all the clips which have been selected, so on the right side of this stuff. So let me just show you one more time. So here is my playhead, and then if I want to select all the clips which are right and delete in one shot, right, so you can click right bracket button and then it selects everything, and if I type X, right, it goes off. The next shortcut, right, which we'll be discussing is, right, suppose you want to add multiple stuff, so you want to add, so in this scenario, right, it will very useful. So what is the shortcut, right? Shift A. If I type Shift A, right, it gives you add this menu. So you can add here clips, video clips. If I click right, and that it comes up, and just hover it wherever your videos are there, right, and then go to that particular directory or folder, and then just click on import. So it tries to import that particular video. So if I type again, right, Shift A, so it gives lots of other options, like you want to add sound, images, text, adjustment layer, fade in, fade out, all those things that comes with. So this shortcut is very useful. So you can just do it from here only. You don't need to go into particular this section and try to give that. And then the shortcut is Shift A. The next shortcut, right, I'll be showing you is, right, suppose your preview range is here, and then you want to view here also the preview range, right? In this scenario, this shortcut is useful. So what you have to do is that, let me just keep the player to this position, and then if I type Control Tab, right, so if you see, right, the preview range comes up here as well. So if I play the video, right, it plays in both the sections. So just sometimes, that if you want to see in this here also preview range, right, so you can use that. The shortcut is Control Tab. So if I type again, right, Control Tab, it goes off. It brings up this again previous sequencer view here. The next shortcut, right, which we'll be learning is, right, by default, right, when you click on spacebar, plays in forward manner. So if you want to play the video in a reverse manner, right, this shortcut is very useful. So let me just show you what is the shortcut. Shift Control Spacebar. If I type, right, it is playing in reverse manner. So if you see, right, it's getting in reverse fashion. So this is very useful when you want to play in reverse order. The next shortcut, right, which we'll be learning is, right, so suppose you have multiple workspace here. So let's just show VFX. I'm having one more VFX workspace, and then I have one more video editing workspace. Okay, there are multiple workspace which I have opened. To switch to next workspace, right, what is the shortcut? Control and page down. If I type page down, right, it goes in next. If you see, right, it goes to this workspace. And if I type again, right, Control page down, so it goes to next workspace. And then again, if I type, it goes to next workspace. And the next shortcut, right, we'll talk about is going into previous workspace. So currently you are in this workspace, and you want to go to previous workspace, that is composition, right? So what you have to type, Control and then page up, the shortcut. So if you see it, I went to composition workspace. So if you want to go to again previous workspace, you have to type Control and page up. It goes to rendering workspace. I'm typing again, and then it goes to video editing workspace. So this is very useful when you want to switch between workspaces. The next shortcut, right, which we'll be learning is, so by default, right, in the sequencer plane, you will see in the player, right, if I hover it, so it gives in a timeline in seconds. So if you don't want it, what you have to type, so Control T. If I type, right, so what happens, I've typed Control T, so by default it will be in seconds, but if you want to convert them into frames, right, so you can change it by typing Control T. So if you see right now, it gives the format in frames. And then if you want to again switch back, right, you have to type Control T. So it comes in seconds now. If I type again Shift T, it gives in frames. So if you want to understand what are the frames, you want to look into in frames perspective, right, so you can just use that. Or else if you want in time, right, you can just use whichever you feel, you can use that. The next shortcut, right, which we'll be learning is, I have the sequencer plane here. So if you want to maximize, right, on this sequencer plane, and then you don't want to view this preview preview plane or something, right? So in this scenario, it is very useful. So what is the shortcut? Control and then spacebar. So if I type control and spacebar, right? So if you see, right, entire sequencer plane comes up here. And then if you see, right, here I have this tab as well. So this is visible. So if I type again control and spacebar, right, it comes back to the default view what you are viewing. So let me just type again. So if you want to bring this or maximize this particular sequencer plane, you have to type control and spacebar. It comes back. It views that full window kind of stuff, but it still has top ribbon is still available. So if I type again, right, control and spacebar, then it goes off. The next shortcut, right, which is very similar to previous shortcut which we discussed. So suppose you don't want this top ribbon also, you want to just view sequencer in a full screen mode, right? This is very useful. So what is the shortcut? Control alt and spacebar. So if you see, right, the top ribbon which we are having, that file, all those options, that it goes off. So with this, right, control alt and space, if I type again, it goes off. So let me just type it again to bring up this entire in a full screen mode, right, the sequencer view. So you have to type control alt and space. So this comes up here to go back to the normal view, right? So what you have to type control alt and space. This is all the shortcuts which I want to cover in this video. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.